Of course, if you have any association with DePaul University, you are aware of Tim Ubben. He's a man with a big heart and a big mind. He has just time and time again just raised the bar on what the institution could aspire to be and aspire to do for its students.
I love talking with Tim because he loves to pick a fight and he loves to debate. And as a philosopher, I love to pick a fight and debate. But what he wants to do is spark a discussion. He'll always sort of grab me and sit me down and ask me questions about what's going on. You know, our pre-med students getting into medical school? What's going on with the writing program?
He is one of a set of members of the Board of Trustees who have as their standard, you should wake up every day thinking about what I can do for the university, whether it's student scholarships, whether it's faculty positions.
I think we celebrated the 25th anniversary of the Ubben Lectures just this year.
Here is this small liberal arts college in rural Indiana that has welcomed the main actors of dramas that have shaped the world over the last 50 or 60 years because of Tim and Sharon Ubben and their endowment that created the Ubben Lecture Series. We have had 8 Nobel Peace Prize winners. We have heads of state. This year we welcomed Bill Clinton. We've had Maggie Thatcher, Tony Blair, Mikhail Gorbachev. When F.W. de Klerk was here, he went into a conflict studies class, and all of a sudden this young sophomore, this woman, was having what seems to be a very rigorous debate with F.W. de Klerk about apartheid in South Africa.
One of my favorite speakers was Naomi Wolf, who, as I'm sure you know, is a well-known feminist author. Spike Lee was one of the Ubben lecturers. Peyton Manning was also here. Through the Ubben lectureship, I got to have lunch with Benazir Bhutto in a faculty member's living room.
You always have to remember that Sharon Ubben is by his side. They gave an endowment that supports 15 faculty members. When you're a president of a university, that's the gift that can just absolutely change an institution.
He and Sharon are very warm and delightful, funny, smart, charming people. Tremendously generous, committed, focused, hardworking, interesting. So they've made DePaul a more vibrant place intellectually, and that's what a college is all about, in my view.
Tim became involved in the Posse Foundation, the Posse program, many years ago. He has a notion of education and the possibility of transformation, and they just want to extend that possibility to more and more people who otherwise would never have the possibility of going on to college.
One of the things that impresses me most about Tim and Sharon's gift of endowed chairs, not just the quantity, but the fact that not a single one of them, as far as I know, is named the Ubben chair of anything. Rather, they wanted these chairs to be named after beloved and legendary professors of the past.
There's something absolutely lovely about that gesture. They are celebrating the very fabric of this faculty and the institution's history in a very real way, and it connects people. But that's Tim Ubben. You know, for such an extraordinarily successful man and for such a driven man, there are moments of absolute sweetness about him. He is the caretaker of the soul of this very university.